Kakande Cameron, director for Men of the Night. Men of the Night is a male sex workers organization that gives services to male sex workers who sell sex to men and also to females. Men of the Night, we are male sex workers, but we operate mainly during at night. That's why we got the name Men of the Night. Most of our work is at night. That's where we get most of our clients at night. The male sex workers, we had a lot of challenges. Most organizations that were giving services, we are only dealing with MSMs and the female sex workers. There was a gap for services for the male sex workers. So we formed Men of the Night because we wanted to bridge the missing gap, because the male sex workers were being left out. I had the idea of Men of the Night in 2011, but the full operation was last year. That's when we started putting up structures and everything. But the idea was way back in 2011. It's not a member organization, but we give services to everyone who identifies as a male sex worker. We've served around 70 male sex workers, but those who the 70, these are the sex workers who are willing to come out that they are male sex workers. But we've served quite a bigger number. There are some male sex workers who don't want labels, but they come for our services and we give them the services. We link them to the friendly health service providers, legal services. We always have dialogues about our general living conditions. Then we also do referrals, give consumables. We have trainings on leadership skills, trainings on how to save. We find them in places like recreation centers. We find them in hotels, gyms. We find them online. Yeah, there are quite a number of places where we meet them.
Like clients don't want to pay the money. They can negotiate on a certain amount, but then you end up either not even getting a single penny or giving you something little less than the actual amount that you negotiated on. Yeah, so those are some of the challenges.
Sometimes they refuse to pay, or sometimes they want to, or you may meet a client and you don't feel comfortable giving them the service, then they decide to rape you or blackmail you.
First have to give me the money, put it in the pocket, and then we go.
We are trying to engage the key players, that's the police, the religious leaders, the local councillors. That's one of the areas we are trying to do it, to really put more focus on, because mainly we've been on health, but right now we want to go into that changing attitudes of the key players. Most of these health service providers, we've been having dialogues with them so they know. The attitudes are not really that very bad. They are very welcoming and they're not judgmental like these other people like the police. Because with the police we've not yet really had a lot of dialoguing with them, but the service providers, the health service providers are really welcoming. We've got partners, most especially the health partners, and also partners who have been helping us in the legal services, and also partners who have been helping us to empower our members financially on how to do activities that can help them, get money besides doing sex work. We have people who are doing poultry, people who are doing beads. Yeah, because even with sex work, sometimes you grow old and you can't really handle being on the streets or sleeping around with men, or all those scenarios that you face. So you need something to fall back on, like when you really can't handle. We have limited funding. That's one of our biggest challenges, because the work we have, it's really very big, and we want to reach out to different parts of the country, sex workers, but the resources are quite limited. Very few people know about us, so we really need to do a lot of sensitization and talking about men of the night, because there are a lot of sex workers who really need to know more about men of the night.
We just need to come together and then start just create something just have to teach people slowly, so that people get to know that they're male sex workers.
Whenever something goes wrong, we always go back to the drawing board and we rectify our problems. We always look at our strength, our weaknesses, and we try to work on them.
We have a Facebook account, we have a Twitter, we have just have to contact us.